Hello everyone, welcome to the EPL preview show. So today we just got done with Gameweek 2 of the world's most exciting and entertaining football league, which is the English Premier League. So as you saw last week, we had some exciting results, some surprising shocks, and some expected results. And following up on that trend, we had some similar results this week as well, with some big shocks which we were not expecting as we began the week last week. So let's get straight into it. First game of the week, we had Everton playing West Brom at home, which I predicted Everton might have an easy ride in the game, which actually ended up happening. But then they got onto another gear when West Brom got down to 10 men, and Everton ended up winning 5-2 with James Rodriguez again stealing the show. He had a goal and an assist. So I believe James Rodriguez, he's gelling into this team pretty well. He has the backup of Allen and Doucouré at his back, so the midfield is pretty solid right there. So Everton is 6 out of 6 so far in the season, and they are going pretty strong so far. So if they build onto this, and I want to mention the one guy, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He is an exciting youngster, exciting talent, and exciting striker. And I believe Carlo Ancelotti is getting the best out of him. And I'm pretty excited to see him how he performs throughout the season, considering he doesn't have any injuries or any problems going on. So Everton 3 more points, 6 out of 6 so far, good going. Next up we had Leeds United versus Fulham, the two teams which got promoted this season from the Championship. And again Leeds United playing another 4-3 result, this time coming up on the winning side. They conceded 4 goals last week against Liverpool. This week they scored 4 goals, but again they conceded 3 goals. So this shows like the defense sector of Leeds United is pretty shaky right now. So they're scoring goals for fun as well, but they're shipping in goals as well. So that's one thing we have to look and see how Leeds United perform going ahead. As I mentioned, they are going to be exciting to watch and play. But then to stay in the Premier League, you have to defend, and if you defend well, you're gonna finish as up as possible in the Premier League. But this is important 3 points for Leeds United. I predicted a win for them over the weekend, and I think it's a good result for Leeds United. Next up we had was the shocker of the weekend, Manchester United playing at home to Crystal Palace. I predicted it might be a walk in the park, considering the injuries Crystal Palace had the week before, playing in the Carabao Cup and everything. But man, Manchester United did not turn up at all. The way they conceded those 3 goals, including one penalty, was not of the highest level. Bruno Fernandes, Donny van de Beek came as substitute. But Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, everyone started. I was expecting them to get the job done at home, but no. This is a bad start to the season for them, and they play Brighton next, which might be another tough game away. So I'm hoping for Manchester United to buck up in the next game and get. It's not preseason; it's actually the Premier League start. So hopefully they come out of that preseason mode and get guns blazing into the next game. It's a shocking result, good result for Crystal Palace. However, they get 3 points and they move up the table. Next up, we had Arsenal versus West Ham. I was predicting a win for Arsenal, which actually ended up happening 2-1 to Arsenal. But the way West Ham played, the way they were set up against Arsenal was pretty impressive. I thought a draw would have been a fair result, but Arsenal somehow managed to take out the final goal in the last 10 minutes from Eddie and Ketia, and they got the 3 points. But I have to give credit to West Ham United the way they played this game, considering they were very terrible last week against Newcastle United. So this game they actually played, they were 50-50 on par with Arsenal. After they scored the equalizer, I believe West Ham might be going on to score another one. But Arsenal hanged on, and then at the end they got the job done. So this was great show of character from Arsenal, 2-1 win, and I think 6 out of 6 for Arsenal. Good going so far. But next up they play Liverpool at Anfield, which is the toughest game right now for them going ahead. So yeah, next up we have our Sunday games, big ones. Southampton played Spurs. Man, this was a goal fest. Spurs especially, they turned up like ever. I have never seen Spurs like this exciting, Son scoring 4 goals, Harry Kane providing those 4 assists and ending up with 1 goal as well. But this is a confidence booster for Spurs. If they carry on this confidence and then this performance, they are going to bang in goals and get results as Jose Mourinho will love to. So 5-2 wins. Danny Ings scored 2 for Southampton. I predicted if you are playing fantasy, Danny Ings and Son are definitely going to get you points this week, and it happened. So not a good result for Southampton, but pretty good result, pretty impressive result for Spurs, considering they signed Gareth Bale and Sergio Reguilon this past week. So moving on to the next game, we had Newcastle against Brighton. I was expecting a Newcastle win, considering how impressive they were against West Ham last week. But man, Brighton is turning up the heat, whichever team they play. They were pretty impressive against Chelsea at home the last week, and this week they away from home they turned up the heel, scoring 3 goals, 2 goals from Neil Maupay. And Brighton are looking at good contenders to not get relegated. So if the way they're playing is Graham Potter, he builds this new one-touch football and tries to focus on more attack rather than sitting back deep and playing. But this is a pretty interesting setup. Let's see if they carry on this same attacking tactics over the whole season and see how they fare going ahead. But that's good result for Brighton. 3 points for them. They get the season started in points table. Next up was the Super Sunday match. We had Chelsea playing Liverpool at home at Stamford Bridge, and then we had a red card. Andreas Christensen, which just turned up the game, and Liverpool, as expected, they were dominating the game from the beginning, handling the ball possession and everything. They ended up winning 2-0. Two goals from Mane. Another mistake from Kepa, and I believe this might be his last game. I'm hearing Chelsea is going to sign a new goalkeeper pretty soon. So 2-0 win for Liverpool, 6 out of 6 points for them. Chelsea, I believe they shouldn't be disappointed. They're still learning. It's a new group of players. They'll take time to gel. But next week, I think they'll have an easy game, so you can see them getting the points. But I think they shouldn't be disappointed with this one, considering how strong Liverpool are. And then we had Leicester playing Burnley. Leicester winning 4-2. Again, the fullbacks Justin James and Timothy Castan on the score sheet again. Leicester making a case like last season, trying to topple up that top 6 and enter the top 6 and see what they can do this season. But 4-2 again, 6 out of 6, easy win. Not a clean sheet though, but hey, it's a win. So good win for Leicester City there. And we had 2 games today. Aston Villa with a clean sheet against Sheffield United 1-0. Another red card in the game for Sheffield United, which gave the advantage to Villa. But Emiliano Martinez saving the penalty, saved them the blushes and got them the 3 points. Good 3 points for Aston Villa. And the last game for this week, we had Wolves playing Manchester City, who played their first week of the season, and they turned up the heat. Kevin De Bruyne on the score sheet, Sterling assisting a few, Gabriel Jesus finishing it off, and Raul Jimenez for Wolves scoring again. But a 3-1 win for Manchester City. Again, if you look at Man City and Man United, we can't give excuses for Man United saying we didn't have a preseason. Hey, Man City didn't have a preseason as well, but they ended up winning 3-1 away against a tougher opposition, Wolves. So considering the fact, I hope Manchester United bucks up and gets back to their normal best next week. And Man City will be, again, they have top players, they have good squad depth. So I believe Man City, they can carry on that form and get more 3 points coming this week. So I believe the most exciting results this week were Everton, Spurs, and definitely Man U losing at home. So I'm excited what happens in this coming week. We have Carabao Cup clashes where everyone, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, everyone's in action in midweek. Let's see how every team fares, and then I'm looking what transfer updates come for each of the teams in the Premier League. Let's see, and then I'll be back in 2-3 days, a day before the next game week starts, and I'll tell you the predictions and picks for fantasy players coming up. I hope you like this video. If you have any comments, please do comment down there, and then definitely please do like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be out for more, and until then, peace out, take care guys.